This is when I started deciding that I was going to live here a little bit more.
Oh, right. You're here to stay.
Yeah, I was here to stay. I decided I love the country, and I bought the place. And I flew my family and kids out over Christmas period, and we were looking for snow. There was no snow this year, really, and right. So it was a bad Christmas market time, and we wanted to come to the Christmas market. So we were in my apartment, and my wife said, "Look, there's a restaurant, a hotel up on Vitoša mountain. It's got snow." I went, "Oh, great!" And we looked out the window. There's no snow, but I was told that like if you go up the mountain, it tends to get more snowy, right? So, okay, let's hop in a cab and we'll go up to this hotel.
Okay.
We're going up the Vitoša mountain, and as we're going up, the snow's getting heavier. Snow's getting heavier. And I'm thinking, oh Christ, this is getting a bit deadly. There's a few cars that got abandoned, and then like we got to the hotel, and the snow is thick. It's coming down. You know, it's like a blizzard. Lovely snow.
Yeah.
Kids are having a snowball fight. My wife's happy. We had a couple of friends with us as well. Everyone thinks he's happy. I'm sitting there thinking, how the hell do I get back down? Like we're here for dinner. So we walked into the hotel, right? The first thing I did was that everyone went out and sat down in front of the fire. They're all cozy, and I'm thinking, oh Christ, this is not good. Went to the hotel manager. I went, hey mate, just out of interest, how likely is it that I'm going to be able to get down tonight? And he just laughed at me. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. I also said to the guy, do you have any rooms available? He went, right, we've got a Christmas party and there's a wedding on. There is no rooms. I've got my two young sons. I've got my wife and my two family friends. Shit, how the hell are we going to get down? I'm not staying up here in like all night till tomorrow, and we might even be able to get down tomorrow. So I phoned up Lvov and said, phone every taxi company that you possibly can, just offer them whatever money to come up and find someone with a 4x4 that's crazy enough to come up in this snow and get us back down. Said, okay, leave it with me. She phoned everyone. And in the meantime, I had a few Bulgarians that I'd kind of messaged me, and I didn't really have a very strong contact.
Yeah.
One of which was Nicola.
Okay.
Right, and he'd messaged me earlier that week saying, look, I've watched your podcast. I did one podcast, a chap called Samar. Yeah. And Nicola had seen the podcast and me on it and just added me because he thought what I was doing was inspiring and he just wanted to connect. And said, look, if you're in Bulgaria,
he
if you need
resonated
anything,
with the message.
Yeah. I just said, look, if you need anything in Bulgaria, I'm here. And I just kind of said, cheers, buddy, thanks, and just forgot about it. I'm up Vitoša mountain, stuck like, who do I know in Bulgaria? And I messaged him, I was like, hey, mate, I know it's a bit of a weird one, but do you know anyone with a 4x4? And he was like, leave it with me. And then Lvov actually about an hour later was stressing. It's getting real snowy outside, like thick.
Yeah,
right,
sometimes
thick, like snow. And I'm thinking, oh my God. Lvov's like, right, we've got a crazy taxi driver. He's coming up now. I'm like, great. Nicola then phoned me up and said, I've managed to get I've asked around, I managed to get my friend's dad's 4x4. We're coming up now. And I said, look, buddy, thank you so much, but don't worry, we've got a cab coming. And he went, are you sure? I said, absolutely. I said, what are you doing tonight? And he said, well, nothing. I said, look, because you went out of your way so much to try and help me, I'll take you for dinner if you're around. And he went, okay, just tell me where you are. At this point, it's about 10 p.m. at night by the time I got back down.
It's late.
Right? He still came and met me. He turned up in a suit. He had a picture of Zielinski, gave me a picture, and basically sat down, he was very nervous. The way he conducted himself, the person that he was, the drive that he had, he said, look, I just wanted to help you. And he told me and explained that I'm from Bulgaria, didn't have any opportunities. I've been dreaming about meeting someone like you that's, I can actually learn from and be around, and I would do whatever it takes to spend more time with you. He said, whatever it takes. I said, just straight. And we had a good chat, and I really resonated with him. I loved his attitude. I could tell he was driven. Just the fact that he was there, the way he conducts himself, the fact that he came suited and booted, he really respected me and himself. And I remember leaving that meeting, I had my friend with me as well, Dan, and I said to Dan after, I said, I'm going to hire that guy. He went, why? I went, because I hire people based on their attitude and their skill set, and he's got everything that I love about someone. Long story short, I didn't have a job for him. I phoned him up and said, look, I want to bring you onto the team. I love what you're about. I said, do you want to do something with me? I don't know what it is yet. I'll figure out a job for you. He went, absolutely, just tell me what it is. I'll work for free. I said, you sure? He went, yeah, I'll work for free. He quit his job. He had a pretty well-paid job, quit his job, and then came to start working with me.